So I have a love-hate relationship with scheduled holiday sales. Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Labor Day. They all kind of give me the heebie-jeebies because I know that companies specifically price their stuff to be able to sell them at sale prices during these time of the years. But I also hate paying full price for stuff. What is up, Yoshis? My name is Beth and I run Steadfast Ascent. And today I would like to talk to you guys about a strategy for upgrading your home studio, specifically timed around sales, such as the ones we are about to, and in fact, are experiencing at the current time. Because we all know that the best time to buy stuff is when stuff is on sale. Who wants to pay full price for anything? Not this kid. So whether you have to buy it used or whether you have to buy it on a sale, that is the best time to buy it. How do you find stuff on sale? You either adhere to the corporate calendar and hit up those scheduled sales that I mentioned in the intro, or you put it on a wish list and you just have Amazon or have Sweetwater or have musicians friends send you an email when that item goes on sale. With that being said, it is tricky as a beginner home recorder to really know what you need, when you need it, how you need it, why you need it, and that allure of the gear making you feel like you're gonna make better music. It's real, and you shouldn't ignore it, and you shouldn't deny it. But you should also know that you do not need to spend more money in order to make better music. It's not a bad thing to have the right tool for the job. So there's really about 5 places that you should be looking at improving if you really want to use gear to get the right tool for the job so that you can do your job as a sound engineer well. These 5 categories broadly of things that you need in order to actually succeed with making music are as follows. The first category is microphones. Now, if you do not have a dedicated microphone, then you do need one if you plan on making music. I recommend, as the standalone all-around mic, to use the Shure SM57. But as I mentioned, if you are specializing or you are trying to record certain different things, like maybe acoustic guitar or snare drum, there are particular mics that are better suited to that than others. While Shure SM58 will get you far, if you already have one of those, you might want to be looking at the sales this year to upgrade it to something that is more specific. Now, it's no good to have a microphone if you don't have an interface to plug that microphone into. If you don't have an interface yet because you're just using your phone to make recordings, totally great. I recommend generically the Focusrite Scarlett interface because it allows you to use both XLRs and 1/4-inch cables in order to get sound into your DAW. Now, if you already have something like that, you might want to look at upgrading to something that can take in more mics at a time. Because listen, as awesome as it is to be able to be a one-man band and just have to record everything, in one take by yourself, maybe you are actually a drummer one-man band and so you need to be able to have 5 mics at a time, or maybe you actually have musician friends, which I imagine that you do, and it is so much easier to get a solid take of all of you guys playing together rather than just having you guys go one at a time. Now, there's nothing wrong with going one at a time, but having the option for a live recording is only possible if you have an interface with sufficient inputs for that live recording. And once you have your recording, you have to make sure that it sounds good, which is why you need either monitors and/or headphones. You can certainly get the multiple headphones if you are hoping to record with multiple musicians, but if you are hoping to do any good mixing, you are going to need yourself some monitors. Link suggestions in the doobly-doo if you don't know how to start or where to start with that. I did just make a headphone video the other day, so you might want to take a look at that. And next, software is a huge part of what you get to do as a home recording musician. And so, the amount of time that I put in Garageband, I like to imagine actually had an effect, when I upgraded my software. But there is, again, something to be said for using the right tool for the right job. And so when it comes to your software, whether that's upgrading to a proper DAW, or at least a more loaded DAW, or whether you're interested in investing in virtual instruments or plugins to help your mixing process go faster, software is a huge thing that you can look for sales for in corporate seasons of sales. And then all of that is kind of moot if you have a trashy room to record in. So you might want to be looking at investing or upgrading your acoustic quality of your recording room. So whether you get a bunch of foam panels or maybe some foam blankets or maybe just blankets to improve your sound quality, that is a, totally valid, totally wise way to improve your sound. Another thing that people don't talk about, and I don't have too much experience in, but I have noticed makes a difference, is your cable quality. I personally use Monster guitar cables, and I really like the sound that comes out of them as opposed to what comes out of your generic name brand, no-name piece of wire stuck to itself. So, that may be a small way to stock your own stuffing, so to stuff your own stocking, so to speak. And you might be surprised at the increase in quality that you get with just such a simple change as that. Okay, maybe I'm just like getting too excited because I'm like, oh, I actually have income this year. Maybe I'll actually participate in this corporate sales. Yeah, I am looking at some stuff to go on to sales. And if you are like me and you are looking for some stuff, let us know what you are anticipating in the comments below, or give us some suggestions on easy ways or maybe even complicated ways to improve your gear selection so that you get the kind of sound that you are really looking for. And if you know of any ways to find good deals, I find that Honey and Wikibuy are quite useful for me. This video has helped you at all. It helps me if you give it a like, and if you are interested in more videos like this one about home recording and or the improvement of your setup, feel free to subscribe because that information pops out on this channel about once a week. And since you have made it this far, I would just like to thank you so very much for watching.